Hey guys, and welcome back to Style by Beaver 101. Today's video is going to be a Halloween Joker inspired makeup look. I will be using the Anywaayzss palette to create this look amongst a whole bunch of other palettes. So the first color I'm using is that purple color. I believe it's, I don't remember the name. I don't have the palette in front of me, but I use the matte purple shade in the palette to fill in my brows. My brows are already done. I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade to do my brows, and then over that I'm just using the powder, the purple eyeshadow with a fluffy brush to kind of just blend it over, so that instead of them being sharp brown or dark brows, they have a bit of the purple color that we're eventually going to be using on our face. So now I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. This is a sample that I got from Sephora and I actually really love it. So since the sample is like almost done, I will be purchasing the full size. I really like this. I'm going to just put that on my eyelids and blend it out, and also my lower lash line as well. It's been a while since I've done a video. Glad to be back. Okay, so now I'm going in with Credit, and it's a dark brown shade, and I'm going to be applying that to my crease with a fluffy brush. So yeah, I'm just blending that out into my crease area. So next I'm going to be taking, I believe it's some eyeshadow primer. No, it's like a glitter primer from Essence, and I'm going to be applying that to my eyelids to help with this shimmery shadow that I'm going to be using. It kind of just makes it pop a bit more and last all day. And blending that out onto the eyelids. And once I've blended that out, I'm going into Shookington. It's this beautiful shimmery purple shade in the palette. Absolutely love it. I'm applying that all over my lids. So next I'm going into Wigglies, and I'm going to be applying that into my crease just to give it a bit more dimension instead of going in with the purple shade. I can't remember what that purple shade is called. Ugh, but if you know, I've seen the palette, or if you own the palette, you know what shade I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm going in with Wigglies. It's a shimmery pinky red burgundy kind of shade, and I'm applying that into my crease. I know usually you put like matte colors in your crease, but I wanted the different I guess effect from applying two shimmer shades to my lid. So now I'm taking that same purple shade that I cannot remember the flipping name for, and I'm going to be applying that in the outer V of my eye and my lower lash line. So now I'm using the Urban Decay Urban Decay 24/7 gel liner, and the color is Perversion. It's a matte black. Love this liner. It lasts all day. Alright, so next I'm using the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara, and I'm just applying that to my top and bottom lashes. I did not apply fake lashes because I wanted the look to pop. I wasn't going for so much of a glam look. It was my take on the Joker, and I'm not referring to the Joker movie that just came out because I've had a lot of people complain and like basically say this looks nothing like the Joker. But apparently when you see a new Joker movie, you completely forget the first few Joker movies that came out before. So I'm referring to the Heath Leger impersonation of the Joker. That's one of my favorite Jokers. That's who I'm talking about. I got inspired by his Joker. So now I'm going in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, sorry, all over my face, and I'm going to blend that. I love the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm obsessed with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It's way more affordable than this one, and it works just as well, and it doesn't have a scent. I like the scent for the Tatcha, but if you don't like scents and perfumes in your skincare, then I would suggest the e.l.f. one. So now I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Lock On Glue Primer, and I'm going to put this on my areas where I sweat and crease the most. And this day I think my allergies were bothering me, so I put on my nose, a little bit under my chin, my actual chin, no sorry, my nose, my upper lip, and my chin, and then a little bit on my forehead, and I just blend it out. And this helps lock the foundation and whatever you put on your face into your skin, and it controls the moisture and sweating and all of that, and it prevents from creasing. So now I'm going to be mixing the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in the shade Almond with the original Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo concealer. I believe this is medium 30 something if I'm correct, and I'm going to mix it. As you see, I pumped about 2 pumps of the NYX and then 2 pumps of the concealer, and this is how I got like that white ghostly look for the clown face. I don't have I don't have like paint, like face paint, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna use what I have like concealers, why not just use like concealers and mix it in with foundation. I'm just applying it to my face, and then I'm going to blend it out. So that's what it looks like blended into my skin. As you can see, I'm laughing because it looks absolutely ridiculous, and I'm just gonna do the same to the other side of my face. I don't know why it's like not focusing. It was giving me problems this day, but yeah, I'm so sorry guys. Now that I've got it blended in, it's now time to see if I need to blend it down my neck, onto my chest. I'm not sure if I did. I might have. Yeah, I did. So I blended down my neck and possibly a little bit on my chest, just so that it doesn't look like a mask and it blends a little bit more into the skin, because I wasn't wearing how Joker wears, like the button up with the tie and the suit jacket. I wasn't wearing that. And for those that are confused, I'm going to remind you again, this is an inspired look. I'm not trying to look exactly like Joker. This is my rendition. This is my take. Because I know apparently y'all are confused as to why I don't look identical to him. Or I don't know, whatever. Now I'm going to end with some concealer. This is a Maybelline Better Super Stay Skin Concealer. It's way too light for me. It's in medium. Way too light, so this was perfect. And now it's time to set the face. I'm using the Beauty Bakerie Flour Better Not Bitter setting powder in the shade Yellow. This is before they changed their shade names. Love this powder. It's like one of my favorite setting powders. So I'm using that under my eyes with a sponge first to really pack and set that concealer. And then for the rest of my face, I'm using a fluffy brush. So now I'm going to bronze my face. I'm using the ItsMyRayeRaye Palette. My kids destroyed it. But I'm going in with the shade Mocha. And I'm going to be using that as my contour bronzing shade. Applying it to the hollows of my cheek, forehead, and my nose. So now I'm going in with the deck of Scarlet Moonbeam highlighter in Eternal and Astral, and I believe the shade I'm using is Astral. It's the more green shade highlighter. I just got this in the Celestial Nights kit, and I'm applying that to the highest points of my face, which is my cheekbones, nose, upper lip, and I believe my forehead as well. So now I'm going with the Pure Cosmetics DreamWorks Trolls palette, and I'm using the shade, I believe it's called Creek, and I'm going to use a brush and I'm going to basically add this to my contour. But right now what I'm doing is putting these random like green, almost like black holes, except they're green, on my face. Like I said multiple times in this video and before, this is an inspired look, so obviously I know Joker does not have this exact same look, but this is my interpretation. I wanted to add something to the look instead of just being plain. So I'm just building up the color. I made 3 circles, one on my forehead, one on each side of my cheeks. And this is like a forest green. It's also shimmery and has a slight hint of like aqua blue or like a turquoisey blue to it. So yeah, here I'm now adding the same green to the same areas I contoured, adding it to my nose, once again adding dimension and, you know, making it look a lot more intense, adding it to my cheekbones. My son is over here making noise and playing. if you hear any noise in the background. So now I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, what is this palette called? Prism palette. And I'm using the shade Pyramid, I believe it's called. It's like a neon green, neon yellowy green shade. And I'm using that to basically outline the dark green spots to kind of give dimension to it. So it kind of looks like you're sinking into the hole, if that makes sense. And I'm just shading the outside of the circle. Shading the outside of the circles basically with that green. And I don't know if you can see the difference. I saw the difference. I really like how it came out and how it looked. And I'm just buffing it softly and a little bit at a time instead of a lot. So now I'm going to add glitter to those dark circles. I'm using the e.l.f. glitter glue, and this is a glitter that I got from a black-owned cosmetic brand. I believe it's Moon X Cosmetics. I'm not sure if they're still open. You could try and search them on Instagram, but I got this from her like over a year ago. And I'm going to apply that to my face. So right now I'm just adding the glitter glue to the circles and letting it dry a little bit and get tacky. And then I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush and add just like a dark foresty green glitter on top. So now I'm going with the Beauty Bakerie matte lipstick. I believe this is Forever Yum. That's the shade I'm using. It's like this nice deep berry shade. I really love this lipstick. It's like the perfect matte, but it's a comfortable matte. It's not too dry where it's hard to wear. So I applied it to my lips first properly. And then once I've applied it properly, I'm going to outline and drag it to make it look a little bit more, I guess, sinister-y or like crazy and wild, and not so done up and kept. I didn't do as wide as the Joker does it because, one, I have way bigger lips than Heath Leger, so it's not gonna look the same no matter how much I stretch out the smile. It's gonna look a bit different. It's gonna look a lot wider versus as slim as his is. That's one point. Another reason is because I put the circles on my face, I can't go as far as not like to, but as I could have, if that makes sense. So I did as far as I could. I like the way it came out. I'm sorry if you don't. I'm so proud of myself of the job I did. I think this is really decent and really nice Halloween look. I mean, I could be biased, but yeah, this is what my look. I'm also going to buff out. Yeah, look at me looking in the, like, whoa. Figuring out if this is enough. I also decided to buff out, as I'm here, I'm stretching out the smile a bit, but I also decided to basically buff out the lines. It looks too perfect. The smile lines were too perfect, so I decided to buff it out with Credit, I believe. No, the purple shade. Damn it, I can never remember this purple shade in the palette. from the Jackie Anna palette. Big wig, that's what it is, big wig. I decided to blend it out with that shade to kind of give it a bit of a softness, more of a smudge look, instead of that perfect, like I actually placed it there look.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, baby.
And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Happy Halloween, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.